Okay, so today we're going to be starting on page 118, and it's going to be called Equation of a Circle. So our objective for today is to write the equation of a given circle. So the first thing we're going to do is define what a circle is. So a circle is all points equidistant to a fixed point called the center. So this means if we have a circle with a center of C, so all points from any point in our circle is going to be the same length. So they're going to be equidistant. So we have a fixed point here. This length is going to be the same as this length. And this would be called our radius. So now we're going to write the equation of a circle. So first I want us to draw a circle with point C, which is HK, and then a fixed point P, which is going to be XY. So what we can do here is we can draw a right triangle connecting these points. So CP would be our hypotenuse of a right triangle. Since we have a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem. So we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So this would be a and this would be b. So a would be our run, if we're talking about rise or run, and then b would be our rise. So it's run squared, rise squared, rise squared. And remember we set up here that the length to our fixed point is going to be our radius. So it's going to be radius squared. So our run is going to be x minus h squared, and then our rise is going to be y minus k squared equals r squared. So it says that our center is going to be hk with radius r. So we have to remember that whenever we're getting our center h, you have to negate our h here. And the same thing with our k. We have to negate our k here to get our point k. So this is the equation of a circle that we're going to be using. So when asked for the center, it's hk, and when asked for the radius, it's going to be the square root of r squared. So we're going to look at an example. So we have x minus 9 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 36. So first thing you write is to write our equation of a circle underneath it. So x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So our center would be HK. So if we have a negative 9, we have to negate that. So we're going to have a 9 for our x. Then for y, we have to negate our 2, negative 2, so we have 2. So our center is going to be 9, 2. And then our radius is going to be the square root of 36, which is 6. So we're going to look at another example. So we have x minus 6 squared plus y plus 10 squared equals 4. So again, we should be writing our equation of a circle underneath it. So we're writing what our center is first. So remember, it's HK is our center. So for our x, we have negating the 6. If we have a plus 10, then we're going to be having a negative 10. And then our radius, which is lined up with our r squared, is going to be the square root of 4, which is 2. So we have a center of 6, negative 10, and a radius of 2. So for our last example, we're going to try to find the equation of a circle from a picture of a circle. So we have our center at 0, 0, and we're going up 3. To the right 3, down 3, to the left 3. And we can draw our circle. So if we stated that our center is here, so that point is 0, 0. So remember, our point to a fixed point are all going to be the same distance from the center. So this would be our radius of a circle, and it goes up 1, 2, 3. So our radius is 3. So if we want to put this into our equation, we have x minus 2 squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So if we have a center of 0, 0, so this would be our h, and this would be our k. So we have a minus h squared plus y minus 0 squared equals a radius of 3 squared. So if we have x minus 0, it would just be x squared, and then y minus 0 would just be y squared. And then 3 squared gives us 9. So this would be the equation of our circle right here.